410 subscribers. I see you, twin. Jake, I have the weirdest relationship with your thumbnails. I probably should have brought this up before we started stream. Some of them, I'm like I love the ones where you do like the Laurie, the here's what you don't realize about the Utah Jazz, the resurgence of the NBA center. Do you make those? I really like that style. I feel like those look a little bit more professional than the ones on the red backdrop personally. Just my 2 cents here. Okay, see, run those. The James Harden one. It's talking about James Harden one that was up there. Oh yeah, the Kawhi Leonard one was the first one you said. Hmm. Alrighty. Okay, wow. Let me refresh this so I can pull this up real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, wait. Live. I can do this. Discussing the NBA trade deadline live. Whoa, wait. Why does this look official as hell? This looks good. Okay. Welcome back to the warm up. I'm here with Jake. I'm Miles. A little bit about me. I was one of the first people ever on the warm up, way back in the old videos, with him and his brother. Yeah, we started this way back in 2019. I was there for one episode. 2018, 2019. Yeah, was there for one episode, maybe two, and then after that, never came back. But I was the best. Did we, dude? I don't even remember back then, bro. I think they're still alive. No shot. I'd have to rewatch that. You've got couplets. That's actually very interesting. Um, I remember back in the day when we used to film at like your mom's old preschool table. It was like the old little like arts and crafts table in your bedroom, and then you put like a sheet of wax paper up, and you wrote like the warm up on it or whatever the podcast was called at the time. I don't think it was the warm up. It was the warm up way back then. And yeah, it was. And then I remember you started putting them on Spotify. Yep. See, yeah, I'm an OG. Was the best man in his wedding. We got a Pal World together. I've known bro since seventh grade, so yeah, uh, you know, 10 years of whatever. But yeah. Oh, wait, real quick. Just want to show the people. Look what uh look what we got yesterday. Come on now. Come on now. Got the little Cream City action too. You know us, you know. Anyways, yeah. Enough about me. Let's talk some hoops, man. How you doing? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. My favorite player. Oh my gosh. Luka Doncic is your favorite player, dude. Oh my gosh. So yeah, a little bit about me. Met Jake 7th, 8th grade. Or well, yeah, met Jake 7th grade. Got me into basketball around 8th grade. He ruined my life by making me a Clippers fan, unfortunately. And it's been never-ending pain ever since. Was originally a big fan of the Lob City Clippers. Blake Griffin's my favorite player ever. I have a signed Blake Griffin jersey. It should be right there when I get it framed. Um, Blake Griffin's my favorite player ever right now. I'm still a long-suffering Clippers fan. Big Paul George guy. But love Kawhi when he plays, obviously. Was a James Harden hater, I will be the first to say, even though he goes to my alma mater. I go to his alma mater, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, was a James Harden hater. Still kind of am, but yeah. Uh my top five favorite players right now probably have to go probably Paul and Kawhi tied, then gosh. Anthony Edwards. Think of, yeah, love myself. Yeah, love myself some Ant Man. Gosh. Dude, I'm trying to think. Who else do I like? Oh, love Franz Wagner. I'm a big Franz Wagner guy. Yeah, only Franz, baby. Love myself some Franz Wagner, Paulo Banchero. Let's see here. I'm checking my old fantasy team. uh, brother, because I usually draft players that I like. Oh, love the Kings. I'm a big Kings believer. Love Sabonis. Love De'Aaron Fox. Love Halliburton over there in Indy. Yeah, yeah, I just like good hoops, man. There's very few players that it's like I don't like. So yeah, I have really weird players that I guess I don't like Eric Bledsoe. I'm just a really big Eric Bledsoe hate. I've realized I just don't like players named Eric because I also hate Eric Gordon. Bro, it's just just seeing him shoot like 9 half courts during us playing the Suns last year and knowing Luke Kennard could have done that better. Do love Plum Dog Millionaire. I will say I'm a Plum Dog Millionaire enjoyer. So- Yep, let's go. Uh-huh. To move the needle for some teams, I personally would say no. I don't think Are we counting like earlier, like the Pacers trading for Siakam, us getting James Harden? Like, are we counting that? Um, I mean, I would say yes, but like very few, you know? Yeah. I felt like a lot of this trade deadline was just this was not a sexy trade deadline, but this was a trade deadline that had to happen. This is like a trade deadline to like set yourself up for like the next year, the next 2 years. You feel me? Yeah, that's personally how I'm feeling about this trade deadline. What do you think? I've yeah. I think to a degree, some aspect I never took into account when I was like younger and I used to do the little 2K like rebuilds or whatever is like the young guys, like they're 22. Like they're quite literally like 20 years old, 18 years old. And like these guys are like in a losing situation. Like they don't know that that's not how it's supposed to be. Like I remember John Wall a few years ago like when Jalen Green was like a rookie or a sophomore, and John Wall like would go to the locker room. He's like, "Y'all, this like isn't how the NBA is supposed to be. Like, you're not supposed to be 40 games under 500. Like, that's not real. You know, like that's not how it's supposed to be." Yeah. Like, so that's I think part of it was the Pistons do have a good mix of like young guys and old guys or like older. Well, they did, but I mean, obviously it wasn't working. But to a degree, yeah, I feel like you need someone that's been there. He was like, hey, like I think Bogdanovich was on that old Nets team that was actually pretty garbo. You know, with Brooke Lopez and all them. Or was he a yeah? Because then he got moved to the Wizards. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. But and then like big boys are into like Rand- you know, Randall Hartenstein, Mitchell Robinson. You know, yeah. Mhm. Yeah, I just looked up his stats for the year. He's averaging 20 on 46% from the field and 41% from three, with basically 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Like he's actually had a pretty solid NBA career. Like he's always been kind of underrated. He is 34. He is also a shooter though, who I think has a like never been hurt seriously from what I know, but yeah, I mean, hey, good for the Knicks. Good score. Isn't this a crazy timeline in 2023 where we're talking about going to the Knicks for a better situation? Like, what a time. Most of the time you get sent to New York to die, and now it's like, dang, I want to go to New York to contend. Yeah. Hmm. Really? I was never really a big PJ Washington guy, if I'm being honest. It is funny though that you bring up that you're a big Daniel Gafford guy because we were talking in our group chat on Instagram, and I'm gonna pull up what I said. They just sent a picture of Larry Fitzgerald's butt, dude. Have you seen Larry Fitzgerald? Bro's got cake, like high key. Just completely side tangent, but complete side tangent. Look it up for yourself. But besides the point, uh, Max went PJ Washington x Derek Lively is a mean duo, which true. But I'm excited for the Daniel Gafford minutes with him like running the backup five to Lively or maybe even starting over Lively depending on the day. Isn't he like 7'2"? Isn't he like way taller than like normal? Hmm. That's fire. You think so? Mhm. Well, it's because he was really touted in high school. He was like a consensus five-star recruit, one of the top players in the 22 class, it says right here, and, I mean, I always think it's funny when these guys that were really good, they slide. I mean, obviously, it doesn't work out for everyone, like Amani Bates and like stuff like that. But there's these guys that'll like get hurt like one time, and so as a result, their draft stock like plummets, and then people are surprised when they're like really good. It's like, brother, like y- we were 12, 13, 12, 13. Mhm. You wanted Lonnie Walker, let the record show. I would too. I would too. Yes, that's a great way to put it. Yeah, it's the Penny Hardaway. Yeah. Really? I actually didn't watch him last year. Really? What happened? Did bro just it said he actually played hella. He just didn't play that many minutes here and there. Looks like he looks like he was injured in like 7 games. He was averaging about 20 minutes a game. Yeah. It is I mean, once again, I feel like there's a little bit of difference there because I mean, once again, James Wiseman and Derek Lively kind of play the game differently, but yes, in terms of expectations, I agree. Mhm. Or Burn. Jaden Hardy as well. Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, that must be just such like a crazy adjustment to be like, oh, I'm going from a championship team to wow, I don't know if I enjoy basketball. Like, I can't imagine having to shift like that. Like Grant Williams and Bruce Brown are the two I'm thinking of. Like Bruce Brown went from Denver to Indiana, which is like, hey, maybe you're not winning the finals or like making a deep playoff run. To now he's in Toronto and they're just like, yeah, bro, we're gonna hard rebuild. And then Grant Williams goes from the Celtics to the Mavs, and now he's on the Hornet. It's just like, brother, that is so tough. Did you see? Oh, did, huh? Oh, I was saying, did you see that there's this report that like Grant Williams like soured in the locker room? Like players like so he was like quote rubbing players the wrong way unquote. And they said a big part of it. This might have been a fake source, so don't fact check me or don't hold this over me. I haven't fact checked it, but they said it's because he switched from Luca's to Tatum's like shoes. That was like a part of it. I don't know if that's a legit source, but recently traded Boston Celtics role player snub star teammate shoes, wore Jason Tatum's instead. Dude, you know what I'm trying to get? Bro, I'm trying to get those LaMelo Ball Rick and Morty adventures, bro. Little mismatch action. Yeah, I'm trying to get that. That's my next paycheck. Oh yeah, he does. Uh huh. They gotta leave Davies Bertans alone, man. Mm. Yeah, yeah. I think yeah. Yeah. Going back to a little bit of the stuff you brought up there. I think everyone was kind of surprised when they didn't target that backup center. You know that we kind of were thinking about maybe like just even one of yeah, like Daniel Gafford would have been perfect, or just another five to just support Chet. Maybe even could at times move Chet to the four and kind of let him roam there, just because Chet can shoot. But I mean, once again, the whole thing with this Oklahoma City team is the floor is like super spaced out. So as a result, they don't get a lot of defensive rebounds because you got Chet, who's 190 pounds soaking wet, basically having to fight for his life down there. But yeah, the Gordon Hayward edition will be kind of cool because I think he'll kind of be like more of a utility knife for them. Because I mean, Gordon Hayward's like 6'8". I think he's like 6'8", 6'9". He's still decently athletic. Just Could give him a nice 12 points on pretty good efficiency, get a couple boards. He's a better passer. Yeah, no, I like the move. Definitely thought they should have gotten a center as well, and only having to give up Trey Mann, who kind of had fallen out of the rotation anyways. I thought it was a great move. Isaiah Joe. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. I need to see Zach Edey make the league just to see that matchup. Yusuf Nurkic is like 300 pounds. Sabonis, yeah, bro, you got bigs are coming back. Penguin, yeah. Yep. You know who's going to be the perfect center for them that they're going to trade for? Miles Turner. Miles Turner would be the perfect 4 or 5 for them. That'd be crazy too, actually. The problem with Rob Williams is he's injury prone as a mug. Yes, he did. Eh, I'm not as high on Buddy Hield as most people are, if I'm being completely honest. I wouldn't say I'm like a hater or anything, but it's just like it's pretty hard, in my opinion, to convince me that a guy who can score like 15 to 18, but just off of three, I don't know. I don't believe in shooters moving the needle. Like I'll just put it like that. Like because like the thing with shooting is it's just like, oh, as soon as he goes cold and like you get 7 points out of him, it's just like, oh, that was like that was your move. You know what I mean? Like that was the thing. I don't know. Yeah, that's a little different though. Yeah, the thing with PJ is PJ is like 34. I'm like 90% sure. Let's see. How old is PJ Tucker? Yeah, so PJ Tucker's 38. Yeah, so the problem with PJ Tucker is he just wasn't good in the like 7 games he played for us. Or whatever, 8 games. Just wasn't that great. Was missing his corner threes. Bro kind of has one job and didn't do it well. So don't think anybody wanted to trade for that personally. I don't understand keeping him personally. Maybe you're like, hey, if we need you, I guess, but like, I don't know. I guess the vibes aren't bad enough. Yeah. What'd you say? Marcus Morris, and I hate Marcus Morris. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know. I would have not cared if he hadn't gotten moved. I don't think I would have lost any sleep over it, but so right, right, that part. But yeah, I mean, I feel like we've got a pretty solid roster. I don't really know what I would have looked for. I mean, we have a pretty good center committee over there. No one's like excellent, but like we got 3 guys that all play hard. Can't ask for more than that. The wing positions improved. Amir Coffey's having a great year. Shooting guard position with Paul George, T Man, and like BJ Boston. I don't know. I'm thinking, yeah. I mean, I feel like we have the depth. Like there wasn't anyone that was like jumping out to where I was like, oh, we need this, and everyone's always saying we need like a pure point guard or whatever. Now that we got James, it's just like Dorian Finney-Smith would just gut our assets too much, like honestly, and like would have loved to have Dorian, but like I just yeah, I'm just one of those people where it's like if it's going well, like not that it's like don't touch it, but it's just like I have mixed I have mixed feelings about that. But yes, keep going. I agree. Mhm. Oh yeah. This also didn't surprise me too much either because yeah, I I wasn't too surprised with the Lakers either. Like once again, it's like who was out there that would really move the needle for them, you know? Like, what are you looking at? Like, I love DeJounte Murray as much as the next guy, and it's just like, is DeJounte Murray gonna give you an extra 10 is he gonna make you 10 games better than D'Angelo Russell will? Or like losing Austin Reeves will? It's like I don't think so. You know? And it's like I feel like sometimes in the NBA, it's like you gotta survive in advance a lot of the times. And unfortunately for LeBron, he just happens to be the oldest player in the NBA, but it's just like, hey dog, like we quite literally without gutting our future roster because you are 39 years old and like sending us basically into another dark ages. Like we cannot gut our roster for you right now because you're 40 and there's no guarantee that we'll win. So they're probably just like, listen, bro, sorry, like this is kind of how it has to be. We gotta at the end of the day, the NBA is a company. Like, while LeBron's like a great asset to have, it's like you don't want to be like back in the dark ages where you had Jordan Clarkson, Luol Deng, Thomas Bryant. Uh, yeah, like they don't want to go back to that. What'd you say? Yeah, yeah. Like D'Angelo Russell was like the first guy that like got in there, like that 2015 class, like D'Lo and Julius Randle and Larry Nance, and when they all started to like kind of come back to relevance. But yeah, I understand why the Lakers didn't make a move because it's just like you're not going to get better, and it's just it's a shakeup for like basically what like two extra wins, three extra wins. I don't know. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can even see it with the other night where Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell. Well, D'Angelo Russell went like really cold, but Austin Reeves basically played the Celtics without like the Celtics starters. I think the Celtics were starting everybody. I don't think Porzingis played. I don't know. I could be missing something. Jason Tatum played. It was fair, but um, yeah, Austin Reeves won that game for them. Like role players were playing well, and it's like the vision's there. They're not a bad team. Like it's just yeah, it doesn't always work out for them. You know. Yeah. 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 I don't know. Yeah, I think you were right. Those like early like LeBron Cleveland teams, because it's just like the importance of a 7 game series. Like obviously they have to get there, and right now, let's see, they are. I mean, they're in the play-in. Last year they were in the play-in, and they made a run. What all the way to the conference finals? And weren't they a play-in team? So it's like they might not be dominating the regular season, but like that's like not really what they're built for. They're built for like the 7 game series, you know? So like, hey, it may not be like sexy right now and you may not be like thriving, but you know, they're they can do it. They've done it before. Mhm. Like, quite literally, statistically, nobody else does. Woof. Gotta feel bad as a Chicago fan. Once again, I don't know what's out there for like who wanted who. I know the big one was DeMar DeRozan and how he's kind of a difficult player to move. Like as good as he is, just his game doesn't like not that it doesn't translate, but like you kind of he shoots mid ranges and he like plays a very specific way that can kind of like mess up the flow of an offense. So I can understand. Maybe I feel like he would have had some buyers though. Like I'll say it. Like I feel like someone would have taken him. But and then they didn't want to give up Caruso for all those picks, and then they're gonna end up like that was crazy. Also, the same thing they did with Zach Levine. The Bulls. Some teams get rid of people too fast. The Bulls hold on to them for too long, then they have to overpay them, then they get put in cap hell. So that's like part of the yeah. Yeah, it's the problem with the Bulls too was you saw the vision. I remember when they traded for Lonzo Ball and they had DeMar DeRozan, and they were so good. They were so fun. Yeah, they traded for Vooch, and it's like they were this really fun team. Did they ever beat a team above 500? Yes, like maybe twice, but it was good vibes, and that's like what it was. It was a fun basketball team. They're always top 3 in attendance. I saw that in the Kenny B video. Like, they're always like, we're always top in attendance, like, even if we suck, which I can't imagine. But, yeah, it's, they're just a historic franchise. It's just Chicago sports fans ride and die for their team, ask my father. I mean, my dad, nah, eh, eh. My dad got knee surgery. He's actually on his Derrick Rose era right now. Dude's on a walker. It's pretty crazy. But besides the point, yeah, I don't understand holding on to this like pipe dream. Like maybe like don't this is a weaker draft class, so it's like you don't have to tank, but like I don't understand what we're trying to accomplish here. You know? Like yeah, it's just I've never seen a team be so mediocre before and just like okay with that. Like, I mean, the obvious one everyone likes to call out is Atlanta, but like Atlanta, they have Trey Young. Like Atlanta is just trying to build around Trey Young. So it's like you see the vision there. But like with the Bulls, it's like, okay, so Lonzo Ball gets hurt. Fine. Zach Levine kind of falls off. Zach Levine gets season ending surgery. All right. Time to blow it up. Like it's even if it sucks, I'm sorry. It's like, hey, we need to ship some of our assets just so because DeMar DeRozan's an impending free agent. Like DeMar DeRozan's a free agent in this class, and like they tried to offer him an extension through the year, and he was like, "Nah, bro, I want more money." And it's just like, well, if you don't trade him with a year on his contract left, like, do you want him back? Are you gonna overpay him? Do you think you can convince him? Like, am I the crazy one here? Like, I don't understand what we're doing. Yeah. Well, like, same thing with Alex Caruso. Like, Alex Caruso is shooting like 40% from three. Bro, you gotta sell high. You gotta sell high. It's like, I like Alex Caruso as much as the next guy. I don't think Alex Caruso is a 40% three-point shooter for the next, like, 3 years, I'm gonna say it. Like, I think he'll fall back down to earth. You gotta trade him at the peak of his powers when he's, like, still a top perimeter defender. You probably coulda gotten I think if you can talk in the right team into it, you can get 2 firsts for Alex Caruso. I think you could talk him into it. I'll say it. 2 good firsts? Probably not, but, like, 2, like, late firsts? I think you can get Alex Caruso like that. I'll say that. I'll say that. But, like, also, this draft isn't as sexy for a lot of people, so they're kinda like, "Eh," but, you know, I digress. Yeah. I would like to bring attention to the Pistons are 1 game behind the Wizards and 2 games behind the Hornets right now. They have won 2 in a row, baby. Pistons are on the come up. 37 on, like, 9 or, like, 7 threes, 9 threes the other day. Good old Jaden Ivey. But, yeah, I don't know. Don't really see the vision with the Bulls, but, I mean, hey, what do I know? I am ready for this game. Okay, 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 alright, good. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Can I have 2 hints? Okay. I'm still trying to figure out how this works. Player. I'll do player two. Someone said they can't hear none. Is this controversial? Let me check. Oh God, we can't hear you. Ruh-roh. Uh-oh.
How about now?
Oh my gosh, Jake, hold up.
Did I fix it? Yes, no.
Dog, I don't know. Okay, I can hear you now.
On the live stream? You can hear me on the live stream?
I can hear you now.
No! Okay, it's okay. Hey, we're gonna do this every week, so we're chilling. I'm not worried about that. We're fine. We'll get this later. That's crazy. Thank you. That's why we got chat. Shout out chat. That's crazy. Well, I'm glad I fixed it. That was an easy fix.
So controversial take. I don't think they I, I don't think they heard the whole video almost.
That's fire. Well, what do we do?
Well, no way, right? Like,
That's crazy. Should we play the game and then recap what we talked about or what you talked about since you could hear you? Could everybody hear you? That's or nobody.
everyone heard me. I just
That's
I
crazy.
don't know what happened.
Shout
Bro,
out
what
Don.
setting did you just change?
Bro, I don't. I just turn my mic on and off. Hit that. Hit one of those. It's on. I'm on the broadcaster. It's on right now. That's freaking crazy. Okay, so we play the game and then recap.
Hold up, give me a sec. Oh my gosh.
No shot, bro.
Extremely tough seed. Well, it's okay because my mic sounds good.
That's fire. Okay, well, we got something to learn from. Freaking go.
There we go.
Okay, I will re-talk. I will just say the rules. I'm so glad we had chat up. Okay, so we're
We
playing a
love
game.
Don.
I have not named the game yet. So if you want to name the game, come up with a trademark, copyright, whatever you want to do. Okay. So Miles is going to be trying to build a lineup from the players that I'm giving him, but he doesn't know the players I'm giving him. I'm only giving him hints. Okay. So each contestant's given 3 hints or 3 different players per position. Okay. Each of those players have a point value, and all 3 of those players combined have like they total up to 100. Okay. So the good players are higher, like 50 or 60. Trash players are like 10. Okay. There's like trash player, player, and then like a good player for each one. The thing is, Miles can only ask for 2 hints, okay? So he might not even get the third player. Unless he wants to ask for the third hint and he loses 10 points. So I took all the scores of like the players and put it down to a mean. And Miles, that mean is the target goal, and Miles has to try and reach that target goal based on the players he drafts, okay? So it's a mix of like NBA knowledge and luck, almost.
2 things I have.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so we're starting off with the point guard. Target goes 150. I already gave you the guess for number 2. So player 2 played with LeBron James.
Didn't they all play with LeBron James?
No, they're all related to LeBron. You'll see.
Okay. So player 2 has directly played with LeBron James.
Yes, I'll give you more. If you really need some help, I got some more extra ones.
So it's just any point guard ever
I'll
that
say
played with
this:
LeBron.
he won a championship with LeBron. I should have put that.
So Kyrie Irving.
I don't know. You can't. Not yet. So ask for a second player.
I'll ask for a second player. Player 3.
Player 3 beat LeBron James in the finals.
Okay.
So you see how this works. It could be a certain man, babyface assassin. It could be somebody who played in San Antonio. You see how this kind of works?
Yeah.
And if you want the third guess, it's there for 10 points.
I think I'm good.
Okay. Which player are you selecting?
I'll take Kyrie Irving.
So player 3? Or no, player 2. Okay. You did not get Kyrie Irving. You got Rajon Rondo for 25 points.
I'm gonna effing kill myself.
That's your point guard, homie.
All right,
Okay.
what's next?
Shooting guards. All of these have onomatopoeias, like sound effects that work with more or less with the player. Okay.
Okay. I'll do player 1.
Player 1, splash.
Player 3.
Rumble.
I'll take player 1, Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson. Bro, you were flirting with Andre Roberson.
What? How is that a splash?
No, I said you were flirting with Andre Roberson. The Rumble, the Thunder.
Oh.
So you got Klay for 40 points.
Thank God. Thank God.
So now you're at 65 out of 150. You got 3 positions left. That was Klay Thompson. I had Ray Allen for bang for 40. And then Andre Roberson for 20.
Wait, so was Klay Thompson the player I didn't guess?
No, Klay Thompson. You got Klay Thompson. You guessed
You
player
said he
1.
was bang. Oh, you said splash. You said,
Ray Allen was bang. Klay Thompson splash. Andre
Okay.
Roberson was rumble. Sorry.
cool, okay.
I think the Ray Allen bang call is the most famous bang call of all time. Do you think so, Mike Breen?
I would say it's up there.
Okay.
Probably top 1.
Okay. So the next 3 for the small 4, these hints are all rap related. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What you feeling?
Oh, piss. I forgot I have to.
I was like, what do you?
I forgot I'm the one that has to pick. Oh, there's a Baby Tron lyric that goes, homie put his hoodie on and scored Carmelo Anthony. So I'm going to go player 3.
Player 3. The lyric is "I'm a pretty boy living on the west side." That's the hint for player 3.
Yeah, we don't know that.
Who's
Let's
a
do
pretty boy
player
living
1.
on the west side? Player 1. Stayed in Houston as long as Steve Francis. Shout out to 21 Savage. So you can give up 10 points if you want the second hint, or the player 2, the hint for player 2.
No, I think we're going to live to fight another day. I'll take player 3.
Player 3. That was the medium one. You got MPJ, pretty boy living on the west side. Number 1 was Trevor Ariza.
Thank God. I was trying to pick that. What was the other one?
Number 2 was the real sixth god, was Kawhi Leonard. So you got MPJ for 30 points. So you're currently sitting at 95 points.
Out of what? 120?
150. So you've got 2 more
What?
positions.
Oh my!
I think you can do it. I think you can do it.
I believe. I believe.
Okay. Okay. 95. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. The next one is based off animals. Okay. Like actual animals. I compared these NBA players to animals. For power forwards. Like strictly forwards. I only went with like power forwards here.
Okay. I'll do player 1.
Player 1, bunnies.
Well, that's helpful. I'll do player 3.
I chose. Okay, ready for this? A baby. A human baby.
How is? In what world is that an animal?
We're animals. I don't know.
So I got bunnies and a baby.
You got bunnies and a baby. Power forward with bunnies. Or a power forward who is a baby.
Uh, who's a baby? Oh, wait, no. Oh, that could be Big Baby Glenn Davis. Woof. Woof. Yeah, I don't.
Do you want to spend the 10 points for the second guess?
You know what? Yeah, I will. Whatever.
Okay. Player number 2 is a hippo. Big, burly, grit and grind.
I'm gonna say that's Zach Randolph. I'm gonna go to number 1.
You gonna guess number 1?
Like bunnies. Yeah. I'll
Take Blake Griffin for 45 points.
All right.
That's your boy right there.
So what am I at with my -10?
You are at 130 points, I think.
We're right there. We're right there.
Yeah, because you were 95 plus 35. Cool, 130 points. So you need to just get any of these next 2 players. There's one player that is worth less than 20 for the center position. And if you pick that player, that's the bad one, okay? So center position, let's go. So all of these are something that this player might say. Just about their
Let's
career.
do player 2.
Player 2? Player 2, I'm literally Unk at the cookout.
I know who that is. Okay. I want player 3.
Do you believe in magic?
Give me player 3.
Player 3?
Shaquille O'Neal, baby.
Dwight Howard.
I'll take it. That's a
for
win.
50 points.
That's a win.
Who was number 2?
Unk at the cookout? Was that James Wiseman or Bol Bol?
No, I was DeAndre Jordan. Remember when he said that?
No.
You remember when he said that? He was like, I'm literally gonna, I'm the type of dude, I'm gonna steal food off your plate. Like, it's a cookout. Like, I'm gonna reach over. And then number 1, so DeAndre was worth 40. Number 1 was, at least I have a highlight with LeBron. That was Ante Zizic for 10 points.
That's a little scowy.
Remember a highlight he was in with LeBron? Ante Zizic? Zizic?
Oh, yeah.
The no-look Cavs pass against the Lakers. Okay, so yeah, you crushed that. You got 180 points there. That's not that bad, right? Target goal is not crazy.
That wasn't crazy.
So would you like to go for a second round?
I'm intrigued.
Okay, we can go one more. To try and so the high score for the warm-up for whatever the freak this name is for this game is 180 points. That's the highest anyone has ever scored in the history of this game. So clap it up. Let's go. Okay, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Point guard. So the target goal is 180 for this. Okay, so that means that there's probably some better players.
Okay.
Once again, all players that are in our timeline, like that from watching the NBA. Point guards. These are all NBA reference nicknames.
Oh gosh, those are a little controversial. All right. I'll do player 3.
Boog.
Give me player 1.
Ty.
Boog and Ty. I'll take Boog.
Okay, Boog is Darius Garland for 30 points.
I'll take it. Who the hell calls Darius Garland Boog?
I don't know. Also, I decided, I forgot I did that. Instead of like giving each thing a different thing, I gave each round. So this entire round is NBA reference nicknames. I wanted to make it more like unified. So this.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay. So you got 30 points out of 160. 180. Okay. Next one. Same thing. NBA reference nicknames.
Give me player 2.
Iron Man.
That's Mikal Bridges. Okay, give me player 1.
Bubs.
I'll take player 2.
Wesley Matthews for 15 points.
I knew they had him listed as a 3-4.
You missed out on. Oh, by the way, first one, point guard. You missed out on CP3. He was the skate instructor. Yeah.
I would have
this-
guessed that was Kyrie. I would have taken that.
Yeah. That was 50 points. That was the big one there. You missed out on Bubs, was JJ Redick for 25. And then Uno or UNO for James Harden for 50. So you got Wesley Matthews though.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, small forward, let's go. If you get
I'll
the
do 1 and
right
3.
1 and 3. If you get, you could be back in this, baby. Okay, number 1 is Taco J. Number 3 is Turtle.
I'll take Taco J.
Taco J's Jason Tatum for 60 points.
Thank God. I was expecting Jaylen Brown. That is such a better answer.
You missed out on Turtle, which was Evan Turner for 20 points.
In what world is Evan Turner 20 points?
They also had Franklin listed, but I'm like, that's a given. That's too easy. So I didn't put Franklin on. I just put Turtle because that was the other nickname I had for him, Turtle. Then they had Jaden McDaniels as Seatbelt for 20 points.
That's pretty fire.
Okay, the power forward position. So what are you at right now? You're at 55. You're 105 points. Okay, you need 180.
About the same spot I was.
Okay, power forward.
I'll do players 2 and 3.
2 and 3. Player 2, Domas.
Okay.
Player 3, the Tuck Wagon. Or you could go for the player 1. Because you haven't spent 10 this round.
The Tuck Wagon.
Unless you think you know one of them. And if you know that if that person is ranked high.
I'll do Domas.
Yeah, Domantas Sabonis, I was like his only nickname was Domas. For 35 points.
Take it.
This next one's so fire. Okay, so what do you got? You're at
Who was
65.
the Tuck Wagon?
PJ Tucker.
I knew it.
Then you had LMA for LaMarcus Aldridge for 45 points.
You know what? I don't want to trade PJ Tucker just for the nickname the Tuck Wagon.
The Tuck, I saw that. I literally peed myself a little bit. I was dying so hard. It was so funny. Okay, so let's see. You got 35, 60, 15, 30. So that's 45, 105, 140 points. So you need to get, if you do not get the big money on this one, you don't get the target goal because you're 140. You need 180. Okay. So the center position. Last one.
Player 1 and player 3.
Player 1, the Alchemist.
Okay.
Player 3, Big Honey.
I'll spend 10.
Fro is player 2. Now, you probably know who that is immediately.
Yes, I do.
So, is that player the highest ranking? Probably not.
Probably not. I'm gonna go Big Honey.
Big Honey. You ready for this? Nikola Jokic for 55 points. Ladies and gentlemen, beating his own record with an overall score of 105, 140, 195 points. A new franchise warm-up record hitting the gritty. How's it feel, sir? He's twerking. Throw it back. How does it feel?
Incredible.
Feel incredible. Big Honey. How about that? Big Honey for Nikola Jokic.
That's yes, 100%.
The Alchemist was Nick Claxton.
That's also fire.
And then Jared Allen was the front.
Have you seen that clip of Charles Barkley being like, "I lead the nation in gritty"?
Yeah. Charles Barkley freaking. That guy's hilarious. Okay, so I like that. I think it's a pretty decent game. I want to keep going if the fans like that.
No, that's fun.
So we could just do one where it's just straight nicknames every single round. I think that's fire.
Yeah, we can definitely do like 2 to 3 rounds of it. That'd be fire.
So, okay. I think that's a good shorts thing too. Good little fun little twist. Okay. Let's just recap what we talked about since ain't nobody here us before. So
Ain't nobody hear you before. They
yeah,
heard
can't nobody hear me before. Glad it's going now. Okay. Recap. I'm just gonna say, team, give me your recap. Or I guess I'll give my recap since we have your recap. I guess we could talk about it at the same time. My recap.
No,
Knicks.
we talked about. Yep.
Knicks.
So, yeah,
Bojan
today we talked
Bogdanovic,
about
Alec Burks.
The Knicks' trade deadline. Oh,
Mhm.
whoops, hold up. You go.
Go. No.
No, you go.
Bojan is a good shooter. He's a veteran. We found he's 34 years old. He's a great man. I think he's a good addition to the Knicks.
So true.
Does he move the needle for them going to the finals? No. Does my dad still think that?
Probably.
Yes. He had them coming out of the East before the trade deadline.
Oh God.
So depending on the path. Can they beat Milwaukee? If Milwaukee and Boston have to play in the second round, and Milwaukee beats them for some reason, I think the Knicks could take Milwaukee. It'd be interesting. It'll be like when the Hawks won the Eastern Conference Finals. It'd kind of be like that, where it's like, oh, cool. There's just one route that's just a steamroll, like because the two
Yeah.
super like teams. And it'll be like that in the West too if we play Denver in like the second round. Then it'll be like, oh, either like Minnesota or Oklahoma City will go in the other route and make the Western Conference. So, not the most fun to watch, but there is a world where I think the Knicks come out of the East. Small one, but it's there. Any other thoughts on that? Any other thoughts?
Don't know if I like them versus Milwaukee. Don't like to bet against Giannis, but I'm intrigued.
Facts. Yeah, honestly, I mean, yeah, you're right. I'd rather bet against the guy who hasn't won a championship, i.e. Jason Tatum, over the guy who has won a championship, i.e. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Anthony Antetokounmpo. Don't want to touch that guy. Hey, I love his highlights, bro. His highlights, phenomenal.
The Sham God was crazy yesterday.
That was it's so fire. I love so you saw the whole Tony Snell thing, right?
Oh yeah.
I love that someone was like, please, for the love of all things that are good, like someone signed Tony Snell because Thanasis onto the Kumpo is on a roster. Like somebody can make room for this dude. And then they didn't, which I feel bad for him because we want to help his kids out. But that line was like so crazy. It's like, we got Dan Hazard on the team. Somebody sign him. Okay, Mavericks. We talked a lot about Derek Lively playing well, and he's got a backup center, a good one, Daniel Gafford. He's a good back. He's not a good center. He's a good backup center, right? And then PJ Washington, a solid four. So
bad on defense. We'll see how that translates, but let's do it.
isn't that the Mavericks already? Anyways, it's kind of on brand for him. So
Yeah. We'll take the half the defense, double the offense.
Yeah. OKC picked up Gordon Hayward. Interesting. We talked a lot about the depth of OKC, and how Chet kind of sometimes loses games for them, depending on the center that they're playing, and that the fact that the West is stacked with big men. Okay, like Jokic, Towns, Gobert, Zoo is not a pushover. Nurkic isn't he's going to be a 7-game series. All of these dudes become problems. Okay, so it's like you don't have that. Not saying that Gordon Hayward's like Zach Randolph, where he's coming in as a big four and he's like pushing guys around. No. It just gives them some height because you got J-Dub playing the 5 and he's like 6'5". Okay, phenomenal player, not a power forward. Not a power forward. So, it gives them an opportunity to bring Lou Dort off the bench, Josh Giddey off the bench. They still got shooters that they get deeper. They get a little bit older. Last time Gordon Hayward was an All-Star, none of the Thunder players were in the league.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Doesn't surprise me at all. But it's insane. Philly picked up Buddy Hield. Talked about that doesn't really move the needle that much, especially if Embiid's out. It's not going to matter whatsoever. It's kind of crazy to see how fast the Sixers have dropped down the standings. And because the Cavs are playing well. So
the Cavs have won like 18 of their last 19. Like the Cavs are on like an insane heater right now.
Mm-hmm. So, that'll be interesting. Eastern Conference is always kind of the same for me. It's always going to be the Celtics and somebody else. So,
the Celtics and whoever else feels like being good this year.
Facts. Clippers didn't make any moves. Lakers didn't make any moves. Bulls didn't make any moves. Clippers didn't need to. Lakers.
There was nobody that they needed.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Not the fact that they didn't need to, but there was just nobody that was available that really fit them. There are still things about Spencer Dinwiddie getting bought out. He was at the Laker game the other night.
He's going to the Lakers. It was a report earlier during the podcast.
There we go. Okay, he's going to the Lakers. Bulls didn't make any moves. We were both shocked that Caruso didn't get moved. It's a sell high time. I don't understand why they didn't get rid of him. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm excited.
Pistons. Did we talk about the Pistons?
Oh, Pistons, yeah. Dropped Killian Hayes, finally. Jaden Ivey's been playing well. If you have not seen my Cade Cunningham video, go check that out. I talked about that pretty much. We just brought up the same points here. It's like they don't look, on paper, they don't have that bad of a team. Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren, Jaden Ivey, Asar Thompson. Asar Thompson started the season off with a freaking tear. He was going crazy. He was like top 10 rebounds.
He's a terrorist and doesn't play his good players.
Facts. So talk about that as well. It's just kind of like I am a very big fan of the Thompson twins. I've been for a while. Love them.
I like Amen.
Yeah, I want to see him play more because he was injured for a decent amount of the season. So yeah, Houston's gonna be fun to watch the next couple of years. Van Vliet's been good. They got Dylan, but they got Thompson, Şengün, Jalen Green, Jabari Smith, Cam Whitmore.
Jalen Green progressed a little bit. It's been interesting.
I'll take that if Cam Whitmore's getting better though. They've been playing a lot better. So, yeah. Any other teams we want to talk about?
Until next week, where we will have the audio fixed for you.
Fix the audio, fools. Let's go. Shout out Don. Everybody clap for Don. Everyone say, what up, Don?
Yeah, we love Don.
Shout out. We love Don. Let's go. That was crazy. Only first time, though. We're going to try to stream 9 a.m. I guess we're what are we, Mountain Standard Time now? 8 a.m. Pacific. I think it's 11 a.m. Eastern every Saturday. So, we're just going to talk about the week. Play the new game. So, Should we talk about the All Star week? Since I guess next week, next Saturday, we'll be kind of like in the middle of All Star weekend, or should we just leave
Will
it till
it?
then? What's happening on Friday? Is it Friday? Is that Rising Stars Celebrity Game? I know it's Saturday. I think Saturday. No, we could do it because Saturday night's like the big events, right? And then Sunday's the All Star game. So let's talk about it next week then.
We can live stream our reaction to the Duncan 3-point or whatever.
That'd be kind of fire, dude. That'd be so sick. So I also wanted to bring on Ellie for a segment. She's not feeling good right now. She just got home. She worked in Vegas all week. She got home at 2 o'clock in the morning last night from Vegas because she worked the pre Super Bowl week, and so she got home last night at like 2 a.m. And so I think she's asleep right now. But I want to bring her on and test because she's getting better at knowing NBA players' names and faces and stuff. And I want to just straight up like throw a guy's face up, and be like, "Who is this?" and see how far we can make it. So that'd be kind of fire to have on
I'll
stream.
bring Danielle
Bro.
on for that segment too. We can have a wife off.
It's just Xavier Moon and every other NBA jersey. Just okay, what team is this and who's that player? Xavier Moon.
She would get 100%.
I will talk about my wife though, dude. So Ellie's playing an intramural league right now, and she's like 5'8", 5'9", played point guard in high school, and every other girl on her team is shorter than her pretty much, except for her cousin who's like 6'1" and played D1 ball. So that's fun. They're kind of routing everybody. It's like I love going to watch. But Ellie like passed the ball in, dribbled ball down. She had a walk up three, and then she hit one of these on the way down. She hit one of the hip. Anyway, so she's telling me how much she plays like Kawhi, and she does. She runs in, she hit the pump fake, and then like the fade, and I'm like, it's kind of hard. Like, so she says Kawhi's her favorite player. I agree with that. I think Kawhi's probably my favorite player, but she's number one female Clippers fan. So
One female Clippers fan.
kind of a heck of a title right there. We should plaque that, throw it up on the wall. So,
Yeah. So step that.
anyways, first official live stream of the warm up. Kind of rocky, but hey, man, that's what we were about. That's how you
Kind
know
of
we
rocky, but the vibes were good.
facts. How'd you like that game? Was that game okay?
I thought it was good. Yeah. No, we need to figure out a way for it to go a little faster if we want to do it for shorts. But I liked it.
We can optimize it. It'll be good. I mean, as long as we do this every
I-
Saturday, I'm down. I'm down Saturday morning. I got nothing going on Saturday morning. So,
Saturday. I usually work 12 to 5, so that's why I'm good.
had a baby. Okay. Well, that's all I got. We're good to end up stream. Once again, shout out Don for telling us my mic was off the whole
We love you,
freaking
Don.
time.
Yes, Don. Yes.
So fire. Okay. We love all y'all. Thanks for pulling up to the live stream and warm up. I'll just keep this up on the channel, and I think I'll make a new thumbnail for it, and just you guys can watch it. The part that was good and serviceable. So, okay, that's all I got.